So, have you ever thought, I'll just wait until my pain is gone and then I'll start exercising again? I'll just wait until my pain is gone and I will start strength training. I'll start a walking program. I'll wait until, but until never comes. You need strength in the body. You need resiliency in your mind and a belief that you can overcome this pain. You can't do it from a position of weakness. You have to get strong. And because I can give you some therapeutic exercises, I mean, in all of our therapeutic programs in physical therapy, and almost all of them, there is a component of strength training, a progression of strength training. We're not going to start with the hardest exercise. We have to walk you through those stages of building strength, especially if you have not been doing anything for a long period of time. I'm Stephanie Carter Kelly, a physical therapist that uses yoga in everything that I do because I parallel strength in the body with strength in your mind. If you doubt that you will ever be out of pain, then it's hard to overcome that. You have to have this belief that you can overcome your pain, your chronic pain. And there are multiple ways to do that. It takes a body approach, having more confidence in the body to build strength. Your muscles are dynamic. They were made to change and adapt and create and support your body. They are the organ that you can most change in order to support you. You have to have strength of your mind. You have to pull it up from the depths somewhere and know that you can do this. You have to have inspiration, motivation, consistency, perseverance to stay on a path that will lead you to less pain. You have to have spiritual strength. You have to have this belief. Something deep inside of you is telling you to move more, to do more, not to give in. And that small calling from the inside of you, that's your spirit. And with the movement of the body, with strength training of the body, you can let that come out. You can free your spirit. You can find it and find yourself in much less pain. So, I want to share with you 4 strength training exercises that I use in my program, Therapeutic Yoga for Strength. I use a lot of strength training exercises in that program, and I offer ways that you can modify all of the exercises depending on where you're starting fitness wise. So I'm not starting, with burpees or mountain climbers or some, exercise that is not appropriate for somebody that has pain. We're going to start at a moderate level and progress you, and I show you within these programs how to progress and increase your strength. So I'm going to start in standing. We're going to work from the bottom up to the top. So we're going to start with some leg exercises first, realizing that this program has 30 strength training classes, and I address all parts of the body. So from the legs, the hips, the core, the arms, the chest and back, similar to what you might hear of in a strength training program if you're lifting weights. This program addresses all parts of the body through therapeutic yoga and the blend of therapeutic exercise that I bring from physical therapy. So the first one, I'm just going to move my chair out of the way, is a heel raise. So we want strong calves. We want a strong push-up when we're walking forward. We want those calves to be shock absorption for the whole leg. So start with 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. And you can hang on to something because this is not about balance. This is about empowering those legs to be strong. It doesn't really matter how big your stride is. Both feet are pointed straight forward, and you just want to lift and lower that back heel. Just lift and lower the back heel. This is a little bit easier than just standing on one leg, maybe hanging your foot off of a stair and just raising and lowering the heel. You're only working with a portion of the body weight rather than all of the body weight. That's the load in this exercise, is the body weight. And you just want to start feeling some fatigue in that calf. At the point that you feel fatigue, you might want to switch and do the other side. So just step back with the other foot. There are a couple different muscles down there, so whether the knee is straight or bent, you're going to be working the whole part of the calf. So let's not focus so much on doing the exercise perfect. It is really just about moving the body and making those muscles work. Those muscles that have the ability to change in order to support all the parts of your body. So that's a heel raise to focus on the calf. Calf muscles are really important, and I pick on them because I see people and how they're walking. They're shuffling along. They're not pushing off in a strong and powerful way. The next exercise is a squat, a chair pose, a sit to stand, whatever you want to call it. It's going to work the legs in a bigger way. So the thighs are probably going to feel this most. It's also working the calves. It's also working the hips and back. So whether you do this from a chair that has some arms on it and you're helping yourself a little bit, let's do it in such a way that you're going to empower those legs. So you want to lean forward, engage your core, and stand up. So you can push from the arms if that's hard for you. And you might want to sit slowly. Know that your hips are going to go right back into that seat so that you feel safe and confident in doing that. I like doing sit to stand. This is the same thing as a squat. Think about sitting softly, or only just touching your bottom down and standing right back up. All of those are a progression, but I'm going to help you wherever you're starting. Make this process of gaining strength in the body. Gaining strength in the entire body is going to give you more energy so that you're not feel so exhausted every day. Again, those muscles, there's a lot going on in the muscles. It's not just this, part of the body. It connects to the brain. When you pump these muscles, you're releasing a hormone that is going to help build some resiliency in your brain. So that's just a sit to stand. Whether you sit all the way down and help yourself back up, that's okay. Or whether you can do this in a way that is really starting to work those legs. And as we work the legs, some of the larger muscle groups, you're also going to breathe harder. So we're going to strengthen that heart and that cardiovascular system. The next one is to come all the way down onto the floor. Working more leg muscles. The sit to stand works your thighs and it also works your glutes. But we're going to do another exercise that really sort of preferentially works the glutes and the core, and that's the bridge. So on your back, walking the feet back wherever they can go. The goal is eventually to touch your heels to your fingertips, but you can start even if they're out here. Again, this is a super functional exercise so that you can move around in bed, and roll. You need to be able to pick your hips up. So arms are down by your sides, you're just pressing into your arms towards the floor. So we use those back muscles, push into the heels, lift the hips. So a lot of times I'll just have people hold this position. You could go up and down and do a bridge. Sometimes I'll load the bridge with a weight or a dumbbell to make it even harder. I really like just holding this position and really focusing on what muscles are actually working. Engage the core, use the glutes, push into the feet, feel the effort of the thighs. So a bridge works the back side of the body, which sometimes when we're sitting all day long, the glutes get really weak. The next one is what I call a tugboat exercise. Squeeze the belly so that the back presses down towards the mat. Hang on to your knees here. So you're hanging onto the knees. The thighs are almost vertical. Just barely holding on to those knees. Squeezing the belly, pushing the small of the back down to the floor. Where you want to feel this is right in the abdominals. So as you feel like you can, as you feel like you have some control through those abdominal muscles, you can let go with your hand so that you take those legs and make a lot of 90-degree angles. The hips are at 90, the knees are at 90, the shoulders are at 90. And so I call this like a flat bottom boat or a tugboat, but it's really powerful. And you're using these abdominal muscles just to hold that position. The reason I call it tugboat and rest, step a foot down, is because in yoga we have boat pose, which is hard to do, especially if you have any back pain or hip pain. So boat pose in yoga is here, even putting the legs straight. So that's kind of hard to do. So again, I take these exercises and I modify them, helping you find a variation of the exercise that's right for you. We do planks in lots of different positions. So therapeutic yoga for strength. Build strength even before you're out of pain. Because if you continue to wait until, it may never get there. Until may never come. You're not doing any damage. When we use these muscles and create strength, you're actually creating all the support that your body needs. All the support that your discs need through the spine, all the support that your joints need through all parts of the body. So strength is a way to build support for your body, your mind, and your spirit. Again, I'm Stephanie Carter-Kelly, a physical therapist that uses yoga in everything that I do. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.